the Zod 500 football channel, and today I'm going to be predicting the Israeli Ligat Haal, which is basically the Israeli league. Let's just put the camera right here because I don't want to put it on my lap. Let's just go like this. This is good. All 14 teams, ranked from 14th to 1st. I should have also mentioned this in my Greek Super League prediction video. This is just the first stage. So as you know, many confusing leagues have a couple stages. We have the Belgian league with a couple stages. Bulgaria has a couple stages. Finland has a couple stages. Israel and Greece are two of the leagues that I predict. I didn't predict Israel last year, but Greece is huge. I predicted it for the inaugural, I predicted last season. And I predicted it this season. Both of them mentioning that it was just the first round, not the second round in the relegation and the playoff round. Yeah, this is just the first round Israeli Ligat Haal predictions. So, in 14th, we have newly promoted Sektitia. Totally pronounced that right. Sektitia Nes Tiziona. I think they might have... once you get, the Israeli League has 14 teams. You don't split it in 7. They did it 6 and then 8 go into the relegation. Once you hit the 6th team, everything below the 6th team is totally beatable. That's why, the points in the Israeli Ligat Haal are spread around so evenly. I'm saying they are going to be the unlucky bunch to get 14th. Just below, I'm going to say 1 point below other newly promoted club, Maccabi B'nai Reina. And the app I'm using, the website, worldfootball.net, it's the only team in the Israeli Ligat Haal to not have an official licensed logo. Obviously, they have one in real life. I'm just pointing that out. Of course, they got promoted. I think it's just going to be the last fixtures of the league. I think Sektitia Nestiona loses to Hapoel Hadera, and that's why they're going to get 14th. And I think Maccabi B'nai Reina might just be able to beat Hapoel Jerusalem, which is why they're in 13th, and Sektitia is in 14th. Speaking of Hapoel Hadera, I'm putting them 12th, just 1 point ahead of Maccabi B'nai Reina. By no means are Hapoel Hadera a bad team. But, once you reach 7th place, all the teams suck. Well, not really suck, but, they're not as good as the top 6. Some clubs might switch in and out of the top 6, but usually it's around the same. And Hapoel Hadera, I'm just predicting them to get 12th. In 11th, I've gone for Irony Kiryat Shimona, or Ironi Kiryat Shimona, whatever. They were actually in the Europa League one season. A couple years back, they were once in the Europa League. I'm saying 3 points ahead of Hapoel Hadera. There's not really much to talk about. I could have put them way higher, but their last match is against Hapoel Beersheva, and had I predicted them to win, that would have literally done nothing, because they would have just jumped the team I put in 10th, which I'm saying is Hapoel Haifa. Now, if you guys know what Hapoel means, I don't. I'm going to translate it after this video, so you don't really need to tell me. I'm saying that it goes to Hapoel Haifa. They're going to get 10th in the Israeli Ligat Haal first round. Their last match is against Tel Aviv. I'm predicting them to lose that. Yeah. 2 points ahead of them, I put Beitar Jerusalem. And on the same amount of points, Hapoel Jerusalem. Jerusalem is technically in Palestine. So if Palestine does become a country, obviously they're going to put Jerusalem as their capital, and Israel would put it at Tel Aviv. So the two clubs from Jerusalem. The only reason why I'm predicting Beitar 9th, Hapoel 8th, is because I think Beitar Jerusalem will just, basically what I said. I said they're going to score the same amount of goals. They're both going to win 8 games, draw 4, lose 14. They're both going to score 35 goals. They're both going to get 28 points. But I think Hapoel Jerusalem will just have just a better defense with 47 goals conceded. Beitar with 51. So, yeah. And only 1 point ahead of them, I have Bnei Sachnin FC. And the reason why I put them here is because I think they're going to struggle a bit in, the first half of the season. But then they're going to go all out. I think they're going to completely run and race through the second half. I think they're going to climb up to 7th. In 6th, a whole whopping 9 points ahead, I've put FC Ashdod. So, last Conference League qualifiers, so not the ones that's going on now, but before, they were in the Conference League qualifiers. They only lost at Karabag by 1. I'm predicting them to go and get in the top 6. I'm not saying necessarily that they're going to get in the top 4 and qualify for European qualifiers. I'm just saying top 6 for Ashdod. In 5th, we have a club that did have European football. I'm predicting them to finish a whole whopping 12 points ahead of Ashdod. Maccabi Netanya. They actually got really close with Istanbul Basaksehir here, only losing 2-1. Istanbul Basaksehir here then went on to beat Breidablik 6-3 and are in the last round. They're playing Antwerp. I'm just predicting Maccabi Netanya to just be a bit unlucky, finish 5th in the first round, and maybe if they do qualify for the second round, Maccabi Netanya will feel a bit better. I am predicting them, though, to beat FC Ashdod 1-0 on the last match day. In 4th, if this were just a league, this would be Conference League qualifier spot number 3. I'm predicting Hapoel Tel Aviv. Now, this is kind of like an underdog. I have them finishing just 4 points ahead of Maccabi Netanya, whatever. Tel Aviv, Hapoel Tel Aviv, I think they're only going to lose 6 games. They're going to run through the league, I think, but they're going to finish in 4th in the first half. If they do go to the second half, I think they're going to struggle more because I think they're going to really get those points off of the lower 8. I think they might get a couple points of Ashdod, maybe a draw with Netanya, but Haifa, Beersheva, and Tel Aviv, the 3 teams I have them in the top 3, I think are just going to crush them to pieces. Speaking of crushing them to pieces, Maccabi Haifa, I have finishing them 7 points ahead of Hapoel Tel Aviv. The only reason why I have them 3rd, they won the last 2 editions. They won 2021 so that they can get into the Champions League. They lost to Kairat in first round. Beat Tbilisi, beat Torshavin, beat Neftchi Baku, got last in their group. This season, they won the 21-22 season, so they were in the Champions League. They won. They moved on, they played Olympiacos, they won. They moved on, they played Apollon Limassol, they won. They're playing Crvena Zvezda now. Crvena Zvezda could definitely beat them. I'm saying they do beat them. I'm saying Crvena Zvezda probably will beat them. But Maccabi Haifa, they're down to the Europa League. So they have European football. They're going to struggle. How do you balance both the Europa League and the Israeli Ligat Haal? And I know that logic doesn't really apply well, but there's still a chance for Tel Aviv and Hapoel Beersheva to miss out. Haifa have Europe confirmed. They have either the Champions League or the Europa League. Probably, if they do get the Champions League, then my logic's way out. Because they're most likely going to get last. They're actually, I'm pretty sure, the only team, or another Israeli team, or the only team to lose all 6 games at the group stage and not score a single goal. I think they're just gonna blow it third in the first half, which means they really have to come out in the second. And I'm really gonna say this: Haifa third in the league. Hapoel Beersheva, Tel Aviv could get Europe. Tel Aviv has Nice, so Nice probably will win, and Beersheva have Université Craiova, so they probably will win. Which is why I'm actually predicting Hapoel Beersheva to finish 5 points ahead of Maccabi Haifa. They are going to get second in the league, which means I predict Maccabi Tel Aviv to win the league, just like the good old days when Maccabi Tel Aviv used to win all of the Israeli leagues. Now it's Haifa. But if the Haifa have Europe, last time they had Europe, they still won, but they didn't get out of the group. Again, Champions League, they probably could still excel. Europa League, they might want to try. And there's always the possibility of getting third in their group and going down to an even more winnable competition, the Conference League. I'm saying Maccabi Tel Aviv win the league by 2 points, then they have the championship and playoff round. So, just for a recap, from 14th to 1st, my prediction are Sketsia, Nestonia, Maccabi Bnei Reina, Hapoel Hadera, Eironi, Kiryat Shimona, Hapoel Haifa, Beitar Jerusalem, Hapoel Jerusalem, Bnei Sachin, FC Ashdod, Maccabi Netanya, Hapoel Tel Aviv, Maccabi Haifa, Hapoel Beersheva, and then Maccabi Tel Aviv. Peace out, guys. If you did enjoy, well, you did, because if you didn't, you're wrong. Peace.